Hello, I have a question. What is DevOps? So most of us are already familiar with it, but let's little bit try to zoom in and try to understand all the components of DevOps. So I will take some notes here and let's study on this and try to make a kind of breakdown on DevOps. So DevOps is basically bringing the development and the operations together. But what does development mean at all? So it is basically implementing our solutions, and when we are ready, we will deliver this to our users. And whenever users start using this in production environment, we will start with monitoring activities, right? Because we will try to understand if there are any issues, outages, and we will try to get rid of those issues from production environment. So in terms of implementation, we will start by coding, and whenever we have our increment, we want to integrate into the existing system, right? Because we maybe create some new features, or maybe we do some bug fixes, hot fixes. We try to integrate into the existing system. For this purpose, of course, we have to integrate our solution, and we have to push our commits to the existing system. To be able to understand if these pushes or commits break the system or just work smoothly, we have to run our builds, right? First of all, the new piece of code, the new increment should be built, and then we will continue with the rest of the life cycle. So for builds, we might have several jobs, right? First of all, the dependencies can be downloaded, the code can be compiled, the test can be executed to understand if the new pushes break anything or not. So all these jobs run in a pipeline, which is the set of jobs which are running in our platforms, right? CI/CD platforms. We will talk about CI/CD as well, but we can consider this pipeline as a set of jobs to integrate the newly integrated, implemented solution to the whole system. So pipelines, as just explained, can contain several jobs, including different tasks or test cases or any different operations. So we don't have to execute all of them sequentially. What we can do is we can group some of them and we can create some stages. And in all stage, we can run even jobs parallelly and we can continue with the next stage after each of them is completed. So inside stage, we will have some jobs. So whenever the build is successful, whenever the build succeeds properly, then it means we are ready for delivery, right? We can place our solution to our designated environments. So basically, we start with development environment, and eventually we will go to the production environment. But in the middle, we can have some different environments as well, such as staging or any other. So if we are doing this delivery in an automated way, whenever the build succeeds, if we are just do the delivery automatically, then we call this process as deployment. And again, since we might have different environments, each deployment does not necessarily have to go to the production environment. Some of them might not. Each delivery does not mean a release, does not mean a feature which is going to the end users. But if it is, then it is called as a release. Yeah, and in GitLab pipelines, we will see there is a tab on which you can visualize how your job stages look like. And you can configure them with a YAML file. And whenever you define all of those by the visualization feature, you can see how it looks like. So in this pipeline, for example, we can see several stages. And in each stage, we can see different jobs. Some of them are failing, some of them are already passed. So this is the whole overview of the pipeline in our CI/CD platforms. So we investigated what delivery means, what deployment means, what release means, what CI/CD, continuous integration, continuous delivery or deployment means, and we tried to understand the basic concept of DevOps.